Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. I am not here to convince. I am not here to debate. Whew. I'm just here to remember something simple. Try to remember with me. Can you remember something simple with me? There was a time when people just what? Sat together. Remember people used to just sit together. You see pictures of people sitting on the porch together. You saw people like standing on a corner together, just sitting in the car together. People sat together. You know, you can feel it, can't you? Just how people used to sit together, just sit down on the sofa together, just talk and maybe look out the window together. People sat together. Something about sitting together. Do any of you all remember that? Do you remember the warmth that emanated from comradeship of people sitting together? You got friends you sat with. You just went and sat with. I'm going over somebody's house and you just sat down on the sofa. Just jumped down on the sofa, however you did it. Just flopped down, I should say, on the sofa, flopped down in a chair. Sat on the side of the porch, leaned on the side of the railing of the porch. People were together. It was pleasant. Do you remember any pleasant times? I want to bring you back to some of that. But something has shifted. It's just shifted. When did it shifted? So, voices are louder, hearts are harder, people are further apart. I want to say that. Voices are louder. Yeah. Hearts are harder. People, I talked about it yesterday. I'm just going to say a little bit about it today. People cannot wait to do something to you. People cannot wait to say, dang, we got them. We can do something to them. We can hurt them. People cannot wait to hurt you. What in the world? Kindness. What happened to being kind to people? Sitting, enjoying the company of each other. You know, the company of each other, like friends. Do kids still have friends? Maybe the toddlers are the only ones because they definitely don't know any better. But I think some of this awfulness it's just in the air. The little ones are breathing it. The middle school is breathing it. The high school is something is crumbling. We're crumbling. We got to stop it. We can't do this. We cannot become people who are further apart. We cannot do that as a people, as the United States of America even. Oh, but now there's a line drawn in the sand. When the Supreme Court made that decision, a line was drawn in the sand. If you didn't look at it yesterday, you looked at it today. If you didn't look at it the day before yesterday, you will feel it tomorrow. A line has been drawn deep in the sand. Where's the joy in that line? One side is just so happy they cannot wait to show you the power that they have. We got power over you now. You don't have any power over anybody. Unless you God Almighty, don't you ever think that you got power like that. You do not have that kind of power. And karma takes notes. Karma does not forget. Karma knows exactly where you live, where you sleep. Karma knows everything about your food. Karma knows everything about your family. Karma has a tremendous memory. Don't do it. God, It's people are so far apart. I just hate that. And sometimes it feels like we're watching years to slip away. I mean, 25, 24, like, I told you all, when June comes, it's Christmas. Time is, once you get past that first quarter, once you pass January, it is, when February comes, when Valentine comes, it's over. I'm trying to get you to hold on. It's like grabbing water out of the ocean. Right. That's what it's like grabbing water out of the ocean. You're trying to hold on and just slipping through. Slipping through. But baby, we got a hand. Hold on to his unchanging hand. That's where you got to hold on. I'm telling you, that's what I have going for me. That's what you better have going for you. To hold on to his unchanging hand, to get you through what's going on, you got to have something other than the physical hand next to you. The two of you got to hold hands, to hold on to his unchanging hand. And stay focused on your journey together. What is it that he has told you to do? I know you all get tired of me saying the same thing, but I got to say it. Sometimes I hear John Hope Bryant. He just drilling. He's drilling. He's drilling in all of us. Don't do it. Don't lose sight. Don't. Anyway. But tonight, I want you to sit with what's broken. It's broken. The line in the sand is breaking and has broken America. The line in the sand that they drew has broken America. We got to sit with that brokenness. We got to sit with it. We got to sit with it until we can do better. And how we going to do better? We're going to vote. We're going to stay on our course. We're not going to faint. Today I felt like, whoo, Jesus, what? I need these 4,000 watch hours. What? Oh my God. I didn't know it was going to be hard like this. I didn't know. It was going to be this hard to get 4,000 watch hours. Why did I think people would love me that much? What kind of ego trip was I on? That they would love me enough to watch and share it and watch and hear what I'm having to say. That I'm not showing all my breasts. I'm not cursing. I'm not acting a fool. I'm hoping to motivate and encourage people. And that does not get you a thumbs up, ever. Does not get you a comment. And people who thumbs up and comment don't want to do it anymore because they don't want their name associated with anything that doesn't look like it's doing well. Well, baby, I'm going to stay on the course. You can thumbs up. I would love to have a thumbs up. You can comment. I would love to have a comment because that's how the algorithms work. But then you can say, oh, I can't help her. I don't want to help her. I'm going to tell you, what God has for you, he has for you. And that's why I'm going to operate on that. I operate on that. Because we got to sit with what's broken. While y'all over here working with small stuff, these people have broken America. Let us work together. Let us work together. Do you see the Asian people crying? Not one bit, because they buy and support one another. You don't see anybody Asian trying to be anything but go to the bank and you buying something from them. They done bought up. While we over here with the tiny stuff, they have, like Pac-Man, Pac-Man. You are too young for that. Anyway, I don't want to sit in what's broken. I mean, it's broken. It's just broken. You think we want to be here in the brokenness? Been here, done that, got a t-shirt. Matter of fact, y'all remember these t-shirts, my daughter's t-shirts. Beautiful. I remember. You remember your neighbors. You remember growing up and running up the street. You could talk to anybody up the street. Y'all remember that? You could play outside and say, hey, Miss So-and-so. They all knew you. Hey, little Georgian. Hey, where your mama? Your mama all right? How y'all doing? Tell your mama I say hello. You have to say that. Or you remember, don't tell your mama that Miss Mary said hello and see what happened. Anybody remember that? Tell your mom, because Miss Mary is going to see your mama and say, did little Johnny tell you I said hello? Who, child, we had some rules back then, but it was fun. Seemed like we had decorum, I think I could call it. Mores and a love for community. The beloved community, as Dr. King knew and thought about it and envisioned it. Where we worked together with, for, and about each other. There was a true love. But I remember that. Do you remember? I remember the neighbors. I had neighbors that didn't look like me. Growing up, I thought that's the way it was supposed to be. I didn't know maybe they were too old to move, or they didn't want to move, or they were going to move, or eventually they did move. I don't know. But we still say hello. How you doing? I'm afraid to speak to anybody because I don't know. She spoke to me in a way that I'm frightened now. And the mood would be, oh, what did you do? Somebody, they would ask me. I wouldn't be the victim. I would be the culprit. So I'm afraid to speak. I don't want to be. I stay out the way. Minimum. Do you want? I think there's a minimum list that I read that somebody did for me. Receipt, please. What time do you close? Those kind of questions, and try to get them off the web. I don't want to have a conversation because I don't want my conversation twisted, because with the line has been drawn, the country is broken. I don't want to sit in a broken country. I want to speak to people. I want to enjoy people like we used to. I remember kindness. The kindness that didn't ask who you voted for. Just kindness. Nobody talked about who you voted for. That was something that was personal. People voted and went about their business. It wasn't this hatred kind of thing. It's some kind of hate. I realized one thing. The world may change, but the way we show up is still ours. How you show up is still you now. And that's what I wanted to say to you. The world may be going like this. The head is going round and round and round like the Exodus, but that doesn't have to be you. Now, the only reason why you got swivel head is to see who's around you, unfortunately, but not because of the Exodus. You got to look to the left, to the right, because we don't know. It's almost you don't know who to trust, but you can't trust in the Lord. You just go. Continue what you're doing. Continue to sow and continue to create. Continue to bake. I saw somebody had sweet potato waffles. I saw that on TikTok, I think. I'm looking for those sweet potato waffles. I never had a sweet potato waffle. I'm going to ask my daughter to make us. I don't know how you do that. I guess you can look it up. How you make the waffle mix and put the sweet potato in it? Or is it something, a liquid something? Or how do you mix all that? Like you do a pie and you make a waffle? Or you make the mix out of I don't know. That's something to explore. But I love me a sweet potato waffle. With some powdered sugar. See, that's the kind of stuff I want us to do, because we can still smile. When you think of things like that, you can smile and you can speak. I want to still be able to say, how you doing? And somebody said, not having the fear that somebody's going to say, I said something else other than how you doing. That's what's going on. Karen is alive and well. Ooh, she doubled down now. Karen and Ken. They still out there. I still want to open the door if I see you walking behind me, or I want you to hold the door for me. You see it's me and you let the door go. I remember they throwing me my change up at Davidson's, just now Macy's. I don't want to do all that. Hatred is loud. It's loud. It's loud. Hatred is louder right now. It is. My ears are just deafening. I need some cotton in my ears. That's how loud hatred is. Oh my God, everybody's meeting. The southern states are just meeting. What can we do to them? What can we do to them? We finally got them. We got them now. Do you know who helped build this country? You don't want us to, do you really want us to pull back and get out of your life? Think about that. You don't know what you, be careful what you ask for now. My mother used to say that. Your mother used to say that. Be careful. Child, they used to say, be careful what you pray for. Especially you trying to pray for that guy. You get that man. Ooh, you said, wait a minute, God, I didn't say. He did. God said, I gave you that's what you asked for. Be careful what you ask for. Because he got a sense of humor. So hatred is loud. But love is steady. Real love. That people who love. I want to love thy neighbor as thyself. I really do. I really want us to do that. Love thy neighbor as thyself. I want you. But now, I'm almost glad. Now, you're just not going to sound right. I'm not going to say that. But you know, to be in a mixed neighborhood right now would be challenging. Unless you've been knowing them a long time. And then they might say, hey, I never liked y'all, but I just did it. I did this. I ain't never liked living with you. You don't know who doing. You just don't know. The line has been drawn in the sand and the country is broken. And we got to live in a broken country right now. Where's the love? This is a song. Where's the love? Da 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 da. Where is the love? Where is the love? Baby, I need me some love. So tonight, no matter what the headlines say, I choose something different. I do. I choose to remember who we can be. How about that? I choose to remember who we can be when we see each other as human. I have always talked about being human. And maybe that's where it starts again. Remember to be human. If you can figure out, if we can get all those people who hate to tell me what on your body is different from what's on my body. If you could tell me that, we might be able to have a conversation. But you don't have that because human beings are the same. We bleed the same. We defecate the same. We urinate the same. We breathe the same. We have diseases. We have parts that are all the same. Mm-hmm. And because your history was taught to you differently and erroneously, you have a different concept about melanin. You need to look it up. That's why we have the internet. And you need to look up where you came from. For real. And you might want to check that Bible that you like to hold up that doesn't have anybody black in it, white in it. The Bible you love to wave. Who in there? Who the people in there? You might want to look in there and read a little closer. And come back to us. And let's be human together. Let's be people. How can I help you? What can we do to help one another? Let's have a great life on this beautiful earth that God has given us. The spinning and tilting and rotating out in the space. I tell you. We do not have to have all this frustration and all this hatred. It's all manufactured. And it is just not necessary. Let's love one another. Let's do that. Let's love one another. Let's help one another. And let's subscribe. Let's send a note. Let's put a thumbs up. And let's look at my next video and go back and look at my old videos. I have 1,000 videos. Go look at some of those videos. While all this is going on, I got something good in all of them. Go look at the other videos. Enjoy the video. Binge with me sometimes. Go to bed with me sometimes. Just binge. Join me on the long videos. Because we do not have to live like this. And I choose for you that we're not going to live like this. We are going to enjoy the life that God has given us. Is that an amen? Amen. I love you. I do. And you can't do anything about it. And when all those videos come up, I got to change that because my videos need to come up. All right? Look at another video, A Slice of Life. I love you, and you can't do anything about it.